How you doing, everybody? My name's Kev.
And I'm Kail.
And thank you for joining another video of
Being the Browns. So today we wanted to vlog just explaining how we met each other.
How it all started.
How it all began. So basically, I was in college, and what were you doing?
I was working. I had already graduated college, and I was living out in Pennsylvania. So
It was my senior year. I told you in the previous video, I went to Indiana, University of Bloomington, Indiana, obviously. And so I was finishing out my senior year of teachers. And so there was a huge party we called Little 500. It's basically, a bike race. But we use it as an excuse to turn up for a whole week and skip class. So yeah, I went there, so I was hanging out, turning up all week, and you want to tell them what you
So I'm from Evansville, Indiana. A lot of my friends went to Indiana University, so it was something that everybody usually does is they all get down for that weekend, and everybody drives down and meets up with people we haven't seen in a long time. So that's what I was doing down there. I was minding my business and hanging out with my friends, and then...
Yeah, so it was Tuesday at the end of April. I can't exactly remember the exact day. I think it was like April 17th, 2017. Not exactly sure. It was around that time. And my roommate and I decided on Tuesday, we were like, let's just go to Kilroy's. This is this notorious bar. I love Kilroy's. Shout out to all the Indianans out there that know what Kilroy's is. So we went to Kilroy's, we skipped class and went there for a darty. And we're just hanging out, having some drinks. And so we were just chatting, and my roommate is talking to me, and she's like, hey, there's somebody walking up behind you. There's somebody coming up behind you. And I was like, no. Because one, I just weird anyway, but I was just like, no, I don't want to talk to anyone. But there he was. And so I turned around. His tall self was just looming over me, and he was like, hi. And I was like, hey. He's like, my name's Kevin. And I was like, okay. And he was like, well, I'm leaving. And I was like, all right. I'm thinking in my head, okay, you came all the way over here to tell me that you were leaving.
I was way smoother than this, y'all. Don't let her act like
okay,
this.
Then tell him what you said.
No, you tell him.
So anyway, he's like, I'm leaving. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And he was just basically like, I didn't want to leave the bar without coming over here to tell you that you were beautiful. And in my head, I was like, this dude think he's slick. He think he's smooth.
I mean...
And I was just like, well, thank you. Me matched up herself. And he was like, so, can I have your number? And I said no. Because I was going through a phase. So I was like, ew, I ain't dating nobody right now. It's me, myself, and I'm turning up by myself. So I told him no. But I ended up, he asked me, he's like, okay, well, if I can have your number, can I have your Snapchat then? And I was like, you can have my Snapchat. I'll give you my Snapchat because I be on there sometimes. So I gave him that, and he left. He left the bar, and...
Well, because we were on our way leaving, so that's how I spotted her. So there's probably 150 people to 200 people in this bar, super crowded. And then my friend's like, hey, we're going to a different bar. So I'm like, all right. So I turn around and I see Mikhail from behind, because I'm just looking at basically the back of her head and everything. So you made it. It's not anyway. And so I was looking at the back of her, and I'm like, wait, I got to definitely talk to her, and just see what's up, just see how everything is going over there. So, the rest of the story is kind of history. That's how we met.
So later on that day, he added me, and we were chatting a little bit, and I was trying to get him to meet me at this other bar so I can kind of talk to him a little bit, because at the time, I'm not gonna lie, I was tipsy. So I didn't really fully look at him and get a whole look about what he looks like. I knew what he looked like, but I didn't really. I was drinking, okay?
She was kind of mesmerized.
I was not mesmerized, I was tipsy. So I was trying to get him to meet us at another bar. And he was like, yeah, I'll meet you whenever. But I'd never seen him. But he ended up posting on his story, literally him, he was drunk and he was peeing on Snapchat, y'all. And I was like, this dude is weird. But I think he realized finally, like, oh my God, the girl I was trying to talk to was like following me, so he deleted the video. But it didn't skew me away from him. And I was like, this dude is
It was a long
drunk.
week. It was a long week.
He was drunk.
It's a long week.
So needless to say, though, I don't think I didn't see you again after that.
Again,
yeah, we just started talking on Snapchat a lot, and then finally I broke down and like we exchanged numbers, and of course I didn't start texting. I FaceTimed him. We got numbers. I was like, we gonna talk. So I FaceTimed him, and I feel like I vividly remember this because you were wearing like a blue hoodie or something, and you were trying to look all smooth.
I was trying to look. I was sitting in the couch.
You were
just
like,
relaxing.
yeah, you were like, wow, you didn't waste no time. You FaceTime, huh? I was like, I had to make sure because I wanted to remember what he looked like before I started wasting my time.
Weird. I mean, apparently Instagram and stuff wasn't an option back then. She had to just FaceTime me, but.
Well, I mean, we didn't follow each other on all social medias yet. It was just Snapchat. So, yeah, we started talking like all the time, like every day. And we just did not stop talking. And so it got to the point where we were talking about visiting each other. Because again, I was still in Indiana and he was in PA. So he said he would come down to visit me for the first time. That was like in May. So we met in April. And then you came down in May, like that first weekend, to Indianapolis to visit me at my house. With my parents and stuff. And so he ended up staying at a hotel though. He didn't like come to my house because like we were just starting to talk or whatever. And so actually I might put a picture in here somewhere of our first date. So when he got there, I picked him up from the airport and I picked him up from the airport and I took him to his hotel and we went out to eat. And we went to my favorite restaurant, which is Olive Garden. I love Olive Garden. Like, I literally think you're probably need that for dinner tonight.
Upstairs. No, we're not. But upstairs.
We'll see about that.
It's quarantine.
So, I love Olive Garden. And so that's where we went to eat. And it was so much fun just getting to see him in person, like being able to talk to him, like, and just see him like in his real was awesome. And then we went back to the hotel at the end of the suites because they had like a happy hour. And so we were at the happy hour drinking and just talking, and it was so much fun. Like, it was just a lot of fun just being able to meet him, and like I was secretly sending pictures to my mom and my sister, like, what y'all think?
Right. I can only imagine what you were doing. Now that I really truly know you, I can only imagine what you were doing and how everybody was acting back then. That's crazy.
But you were such a gentleman. Like, you really were. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're so sweet.
Why is everything past tense?
And you just...
Everything is past tense.
I'm just talking about enjoying that time. Like, you were
Am I still sweet?
Yes. That's why I love you. So, yeah. So after that... what happened?
We did the happy hour.
We did the happy hour. We hung out again, and then the next day.
Next day we came over, right?
Yeah, the next day he came over to meet my parents. And my dad, sizing him up or whatever. He be sizing people up. He coming over, and my mom was like, "Oh, I love him already." And like, we're just meeting, so we got to hang out with our family, with my family, and meet them and everything. And then, were you there? Like, did you leave and come back?
Probably.
So he left and then he came back another time to visit, and we were hanging out. And I was sleeping, and he said he was going to work out or something, and I was like, okay. And so I was sleeping in like I normally do, and I wake up and he wasn't there, but I seen. He had a Starbucks coffee mug, 2 roses, my favorite candy, and a note. So I was like, this is so cute. He brought me coffee. I love coffee. He brought me coffee. My favorite candy is a payday, and that was on the table. And the note, I remember it to this day. It said 2 roses, 1 real, 1 fake. It was like 1 real to symbolize how beautiful you are. And then it said there's 1 fake rose to symbolize the day I asked you to be mine. And he asked me to be his girlfriend. And it was so cute, you guys.
Take notes, fellas, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man.
It was so cute, and I was
Take
like,
notes.
yes. I was so happy, and that coffee was good. I ate my candy. I was just literally so ecstatic. So, yeah, and the rest is just history. It's been awesome being with you and being together. It's been amazing. And who would have thought I would meet literally my husband in a bar on a day where I was supposed to be in class and I didn't go, and he was there. It was just meant to be. And so I'm just, yeah, y'all, it was awesome. I'm cheesing because I'm still thinking about it. Like, it's really crazy how things just came full circle like that, and now we're going to be getting married. But yeah, our first year we did distance because I was still in school. I was finishing up, and of course he lived in PA, so we did distance for a year. And then once that was over and I graduated, we moved in together in Texas. And we stayed there for a year. Shout out to Joy and DeMarco. I miss y'all. And it was a fun year. And so now we're in New York.
Just making our rounds.
You know, just moving around. But that is the story of how we met. Thank you for listening and watching. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to us. And also go ahead and hit that little bell to get notifications when we post new videos so you can be the first one to watch. Thank you. Once again, I'm Kail.
I'm Kev.
And you just watched another vlog of Being the Browns. Peace.